and I don't know. I don't think anyone's done this video before, so making it a trend maybe. If you're an ASMR artist and you want to read notes on your phone, you should make a video. Anyway, okay. I also love that it has the dates of it. So this phone I got not too long ago, so it doesn't have all of my notes imported, but it has a good amount. So July 16th, 2021 is my first note, and this is when I went to the crystal shop with my friend, and I got my first set of crystals. I got a carnelian, a pink calcite, and a smoky quartz, just so I knew what they were. So that's my first note. So juicy. My next note is from August 24th, 2021, and it just says Divine Feminine. On multiple occasions, I have come across my friends listening to Mac Miller's Divine Feminine album, so I wrote Divine Feminine down so I would remember to look it up because he's got some really good songs in there. So that's that. August 30th, 2021, Psych to Go. I don't really know. I think that's a website. Let's actually look it up because I have no idea what that is. It was either a YouTube, I think it was a YouTube channel. It's on YouTube. Largest mental health and psychological community for all walks of life. Okay, I think I saw this on an ad on TV, and they have 8.98 million subscribers, and they do these little, I don't think you can tell, okay, here we go, these little like cartoon snippets, and they're really short ones, how your child becoming the best version of yourself, you're going to attract people who are also on that path of healing themselves and trying to find themselves, and it would just be so much more of a positive energy and a positive light into your life. I can't tell you how good it feels to rid yourself of negative energy once you are on the path to changing your ways. You will notice that those people that you used to attract are no longer being attracted into your life. Okay, next one, same day, January 21st. Think of all the times you've told yourself you can't do something or you're not going to amount to anything. You've trained your mindset to think that you can't do something, so you haven't been able to. But imagine switching your mindset to you can do this or I can do this. Imagine how significantly that will change your life. If you're constantly all your life growing up, either one, you're being told that you can't do something or you're not good enough. You're gonna keep telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough to go to school, I'm not smart enough to apply for this dream job that I love, I'm not brave enough to step out of my comfort zone and do something different. Whether it was somebody telling you or yourself telling you, you're stuck in those ways and you're gonna think that you can't do it. But the second that you change your mindset to I can do this, just all the positive saying that you can, you're not only, when you say you're obviously speaking to yourself, but something that I've switched in my affirmations is to say you, because you're talking to your inner self, and that's your inner critic. That's the one that is constantly telling you that you can't do it. You can't do it. That's your inner critic. And if you're telling your inner critic, you got this, you're so smart, you're so brave, you're speaking to it, and it's not going to sabotage you anymore. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, it's almost like a natural reaction telling ourselves that we can't do something or we're never going to be good enough. Imagine training your brain, and instead of instantly reacting, I can't do this or that was stupid, change your wording to I can do this, I will do this, and you will start incorporating that into your life, and things that you thought would never be possible will start to feel possible. Amen, sister, amen. Okay, read that one. Okay, the next one is from January 24th, 2022. How to start changing your life for the better. Look at the people you're surrounding yourself with. Are these people uplifting you? Are these people making you your best self? If you analyze the people in your life and you're able to rid yourself of those who are no longer serving you, you will tremendously see your life will change. Surrounding yourself with people who are uplifting and motivating is going to help you reach your true potential in life and motivate you to change your life to be your best self. And then I just have, take a look at your life. So wise, Shelby, so wise. It is so important, though, to just really analyze the people in your life and just see where the negativity is coming from. See the type of people that are bringing you down, and you want to rid yourself of those people, because it's not going to motivate you to grow into the best version of yourself if you don't have supporting people around you. January 27th, I have the writings of Epictetus, because that man's is powerful. I had read in one of my books, one of my self-love motivating books, I was trying to quote this guy and I could not even say his name. It's just crazy because I've actually done some research on him and read some of his teachings, and it's just so crazy to see. I went from not being able to even pronounce his name to now I practice his studies. I also have duality, Kundalini yoga, copious. Sometimes I write words down that I hear people say, and I want to start incorporating it into my vocabulary. I love learning new words. As soon as I hear a word, I'll write it down and I'll look up the definition, and I start using it in everyday life. are smart and you can do this and you are worthy. Something that has really changed my way of thinking is changing my affirmations. Y'all, I was just talking about this. I didn't even remember that I wrote this, so that's crazy. Instead of using I started using you. By changing your self-talk to you, you're telling that inner critic, that inner voice in your head, that you can do it. Remind yourself of all the things you have accomplished, all the things that you never thought you could do, but you did. Remind yourself of that, and you'll become more mindful and more capable of achieving the things that you want to change. Catch, challenge, change. I guess I'm onto something here. Being self-aware is so crucial because once you're aware of yourself having these negative thoughts and saying these negative things to yourself, like you can't do something, you become more mindful and catch yourself having these thoughts, and from there, you need to challenge yourself to do better. Changing your mindset is no small task. It is very difficult, especially when you're so used to having these negative thoughts about yourself. But as soon as you start changing your mindset and becoming aware of these thoughts, things will be so much easier and it'll be like second nature to you. Start thinking more positively even without thinking about it, and those negative thoughts will subside and more positive thoughts will be able to flow through easier without you trying. Catch yourself in the act of negative talk. Catch those negative thoughts that you find yourself doing, like telling yourself you can't do something, then actually take the steps to change your way of thinking in the moment. Acknowledge your thoughts, then change your thoughts, and rewrite your story. One from January 31st, this I remember is from Rob Dial. In one of his podcasts, he said, "My mess is my message." And that speaks volumes, my friends. Everything that you've gone through, all the bad times, all the drama, all the negative, everything bad, the mess, that is all your message. You are supposed to heal and be a better person because of all the things that happened to you. You have to look at all of the bad things and look at them as a blessing because it's helping you to level up and reach your truest potential. Everybody goes through things. It's a part of life. We all have to learn how to handle challenging times. And once you learn how to heal yourself from your traumas, from your childhood, from tragic things that happen in life, that becomes your message. And that's how you're able to spread awareness and spread positivity into the world to help others reach their truest potential. My mess is my message. I want every one of you to start saying that. If you guys do affirmations, add that one in because that one is a good one. Alright, this is from February 7th, 2022. I don't know where this is from, probably a podcast, but it says, "Courage is one of the prerequisites for happiness. Courage is not the lack of fear, but the ability to take action in spite of it." I need to figure out where I got that from because that one's a good one. Alright, next one is from March 21st. We're getting closer to nowadays. What are you afraid of? Figure it out and overcome it. It's hard to fight the things we're afraid of. Sometimes we may just need a little help. Don't think about it, do it. People who are meant to be together always find their way in the end. Thank you for being a friend. Golden Girls theme song. I don't know, this was just like a random assortment of my night, I think, because the next one is from one of my very best friends. She said, I quoted this, "You're the chocolate sauce on my ice cream, girl." I mean, is that not a great quote? Because I want to put that on a t-shirt. Okay, this we get in the morning, and I have to work at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so self-sabotaging myself. Okay. This is also from the 21st of March, and it's a quote from one of my favorite movies of all time, Perks of Being a Wallflower. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. I think it's on Netflix. Possibly. It was anyway, but, you know, Netflix always be taking movies and shows off. But the quote was, "Welcome to the island of misfit toys." And I love that. It really just made me feel at home. Okay. Next we have from March 21st as well. This was also my good friend, a quote from her. She should write a book. She said, and I quote, "Crying is reserved for boo-boos and really hurt feelings." And she was telling her daughter this as she was crying. So, love that. Okay, what else I got? Okay, I have a grocery list from Tuesday. You guys want to know what's on my grocery list? I have honey ham, crescent rolls, Swiss cheese, which, if you guys have ever had that ham and cheese croissant from Starbucks, I learned how to make it on the low. Like, it's so much cheaper, and it makes a lot, and they're really good for breakfast, so that's what I was getting. Cereal, almond milk, protein bars, sourdough bread, eggs, and fruit. What a list. This is from Saturday. I am trying to buy a house. It is not a fun task. I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to be an adult anymore. I can't believe I am at the age of buying a house. I'll be 27 in May, so it's my time. It's my time to buy a house. So I was talking to my sister about houses and whatnot. I wrote down a list of, like, you know, things that I need to consider. So we got escrow, interest, principal, taxes, mortgage insurance, PMI. You need $20,000 down if it's a $100,000 house, rocket mortgage. That all sounds disgusting, so we're just gonna skip that. Okay. Also from Saturday, it was my sister's grandma's 80th birthday. So her uncle is in a band, and their aunt, lots of people involved, their aunt invited me to watch the band play next Saturday, so I wrote June 4th, John's band playing. I don't want to forget it, you know. Okay, and then yesterday, I have a word. I heard this girl on TikTok say it, convoluted. I just, was like, what does that word mean? And it means extremely complex. And I think that's a word that will significantly make its way into my vocabulary, because a lot of things I try and talk about are extremely complex, so convoluted. And also, last night I was on TikTok still, and this girl was on live, and she was singing this song, so I wrote "song to look up," and it's called "I Am" by Sat Sang. I don't know, I just really resonated with the song, and I'm gonna look up some lyrics. "Well, I no longer fear the unknown, 'cause I know what I'm here for. I keep on trotting on my own path, keep on learning from the present and past. Well, I no longer need validation, 'cause my story is long and I'm patient. I know that I have lessons to learn, keep my eyes open, each step I yearn. No need for me to feel alone, 'cause I got a place that I call home. Every single road traveled, every single new place, I come back home. They accept me with grace. Well, I know that I was meant to be here, and I know that I was born into fear, but I will stand tall in the lion's den, 'cause I know in my heart I am one of them." It just goes on and on. It's just a very powerful, feel-good song, you know, so I really enjoyed it. Anyway, that's all that's in my notes, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really random. Let me know what you guys thought about my jumbled up thoughts. If you think I should still do a podcast, let me know. I got some insights to share. I just feel like I want to be further along in my journey of healing myself needing to take my own advice, basically. So I just feel like I would feel like a hypocrite if I made a podcast talking about all the things that you have to do, because I just want to be able to share and say them and say how I've overcome them and stuff like that, and be able to help more instead of just being like, yeah, this is what you gotta do. I don't do it, but I mean, you should.